All right, we are here with senior pitcher for the Brook Hill Lady Guard, Karmen Miller. Carmen, how are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing good.
Fantastic. Well, let's talk a little bit about the games that you had last night. So Brook Hill, they opened up district play with a doubleheader sweep of Grace Community. You won 10-0 in the first game, 23-5 in the second game. But I got to talk about your performance. So in the first game, you threw a perfect game, struck out 14 of the 15 batters that you faced in that game in that 10-0 win. And then in the second game, started a little rocky, gave up a 3-run home run in that first inning, but at the plate, you had a sac fly, then you had a 3-run triple, an RBI double. You scored 4 times. Phenomenal night for you, and you surpassed 700 career strikeouts. So, out of all that last night, Carmen, what was going through your mind? And when you finally got home and kind of relaxed, what did you think about after you just kind of look back on everything that happened last night?
Overall, I thought it was a great night and a great way to start off district, especially with two sweeps and against Grace, which is always a plus. I thought as a team we did very good and that I contributed very well to the win.
Well, and y'all are the defending state champs in softball there. So how much pressure has, and I know you haven't played a lot of games this season, I should say. It's kind of been a young season for you so far, but how has the pressure been on trying to repeat? Has there been any pressure on that, or y'all just kind of going out there and playing your game?
Um, I've I wouldn't say there's pressure. I mean, trying to go back and get a second state title, that would be pressure, but I think we've just kind of all like told ourselves that this is a new year. It's a new year to prove ourselves and to show people what we're made of to contribute to the state championship from last year.
Well, and you're not only part of a state championship softball team, you've also made it to the state semifinals on the basketball team as well. So all around athlete there at Brook Hill, and you're going to UT Tyler next year to continue your softball career. So what went into the decision of choosing UT Tyler? Because I'm sure you had some other choices that you could have attended. So what made you choose UT Tyler, and what are you going to be majoring in?
I don't know what I'm going to be majoring in yet, but the decision for UT Tyler was because it's close to home. Overall, their softball program is really good. They were champions last year as well. The coaches make you feel at home, and so do the girls.
Well, yeah, that's I was mentioning it last night when we were calling the game. I said, well, she's going when I found out you were going to UT Tyler, I was like, well, she's going from one championship program to another. So
Yes.
not a bad deal for UT Tyler there. I'm picking you up as well. But what are your expectations for the rest of the season? I mean, obviously, like you said, just started off district and got some big wins over Grace. You got Hyde Park coming to town on Monday. What's your expectations for the rest of this year, and what's it going to take to get back to state and win another state championship?
It'll definitely take us a continue to work hard in practices. During games, take everything serious. Actually, last night we were playing a game we called Perfection that we did at practice, so we have to be perfect. And in the first game, it paid off. Second game was a bit rocky, but I just think that we just need to continue to work hard to get back to where we were last year.
I do have one last question on last night because it was very interesting. Like that first game, you were nearly unhittable, right? Like struck out 14 of the 15, and then early on in that second game, it seemed like Grace was putting together some better at bats against you early on. Is it when you're a pitcher like that, when you're seeing these girls for the fourth, fifth time in that night playing a doubleheader, is it more difficult? Do you feel like they're picking up on what you're doing? Do you have to approach batters differently, or how does that work when you're seeing girls multiple times through the night?
I definitely do think they start to get my speed down, but that's why the changeup is always there to throw them off. And I just gotta make sure my movement is still good for them to not hit as well.
Well, and it seemed too like last night you were placing it wherever you wanted to. Like if you wanted to put it on the corner, you were putting it on the corner, and it was as a fan, just a softball fan, it was a phenomenal performance to watch. So congratulations on the wins last night, and congratulations on surpassing 700 strikeouts. When you first started playing softball in high school, did you ever imagine that you would one day be like, man, I struck out 700 people in my high school career? Like, was that ever a thought in your mind?
No, not really.
It's pretty awesome though. It's a pretty
Yes.
cool feat. So, well, congratulations, Karmen. Best of luck on the rest of the year. Best of luck at UT Tyler next year. But first, go win another state title with Brook Hill. How about that?
Yes. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Karmen.